All right, everyone, welcome to Odin's Vision. We're going to take a look back. It's been a couple weeks since we got on here, so let's go back. I'm pretty sure the last game I covered was my game against Tim and the Lions. Um, we had a this game was a sim game. Looks like my rushing attack didn't show up for that game, and my team had 5 turnovers. I'm assuming that was or no turnovers. Never mind. Read that wrong. Just a very abysmal rushing attack. Didn't quite add up to a win. That was a sim game. And then we played the Browns. Uh, just couldn't get the running game going, or the passing game. Uh, had 1 turnover, and my defense was not playing like they normally do. Uh, let's see. JJ McCarthy was no touchdowns, 1 pick. He got sacked 3 times. Offensive line obviously wasn't holding up. 50% completion. It's not going to get the job done. Um, Noack just seemed like he had all day to sit back there and dissect the defense. 70% completion rate percentage. Uh, Matthew Waters, 18 rushes for 73 yards. He wasn't getting big runs, but he was getting just enough to keep the chains moving, keep it. He was those short plays. Elijah Mitchell, he was gashing my defense on the run game, and so was Jerome Ford. Neither one of them had a lot of carries, so it didn't translate into a bunch, but it was enough to do some damage. Jelani Moorhead had an average of 7.2, 72 yards, 10 rushes, no touchdowns. Um, McCarthy had a nice scramble for a first down. He fumbled. I don't remember if they got that turnover or not. Ray Davis had an end around. AJ Dillon put the ball in the end zone for me, but just couldn't get it done. Mari Cooper really had a hard time covering him. Him and David Njoku really did most of the damage in the air for the Browns. Jefferson 2 for 52. Davis 3 for 47. Just couldn't get enough time to get the ball out. That was the problem there. I just didn't have enough time to get the ball out to Jefferson and Davis or Williams. And they gave up no sacks. Christian Darrisaw gave up 2. In this game, I'll be straight up. It felt like uh, Myles Garrett was everywhere. Sack and a half, 6 tackles for loss, 7 tackles, 2 assisted, 5 solo. It felt like he was everywhere. Um, the lone pick was by Denzel Ward. Definitely need to upgrade my offensive line. If I want to have success, I'm going to have to do it. Will Reichard hit a 36-yard field goal. Probably the second longest kick I've made. Entering the bye week, we were 2-6. Definitely need to figure out some things moving forward. Um, I do. I'm not ready to pack it in. I think that with people I have left on my schedule that I might be able to make a run, maybe try to get in the playoffs. Um, Not that any of these games are easy, but I know that if I play my game the way I want to play it, I stand a chance. Now let's go over here. This my next game is against the Ravens. This guy's really good. I've watched a few different games. Um, he's this season. It seems like he's more of a or passing team. Um, but I feel like there's room to be able to do some things on the ground against him and in the air. It's just being patient and staying away from the middle linebacker, Roquan Smith. He's a game changer for the Ravens. Their whole defense is good, but the middle of the field where Roquan has got to try to stay away from it, um, try to run the ball, keep more people in the box so he can't just sit back and wait for me to make a mistake playing coverage defense. Let's see where we stand right now. Stats and awards. Player stats. McCarthy's got 1,600 yards, 1,671 passing yards. He's averaging 208 a game for an 86 rate, but he's only completing 55% of his passes, and he's only got 2 more touchdowns than interceptions. I'd like to see the touchdown number grow and the completion percentage grow, um, so that you know better completions, more touchdowns, less interceptions. That should equal more games and more wins. And when you come over here, Jelani Moorhead, 6th-round rookie. He's averaging 72 rushing yards a game. I'd like to see that go up. He's got 578 yards at 6.2 a carry. Um, Not really having the same success running the ball as I did in our previous season. He's got 202 yards after contact. He's got a long touchdown of 84 yards. I believe that was week 1 against the Bengals. No, not. Yeah, the Bengals, I believe. It was been a while since he had a big run like that. I know he's had a couple of 20-yarders. Um, let's go look at the receiving. We got Jefferson. He's at 615 yards right now, averaging 76 a game. I need to try to get him involved more. Him and Roy Davis both have 23 catches. Um, Need to get him involved more. That's just, it is what it is on that one. Um, and as for the offensive line, out of my starters, Nelson hasn't given up any sacks, but then that's it. Ingram's given up 6, um, 2 for Darisaw, both in the last game. I know he went out for a minute, was hurt in the last game. Uh, Bradbury, he's given up 2. Moses has given up 1. Definitely need to um, upgrade some pieces of my offensive line. On defense, we got Spillane with 2 interceptions and a sack, 9 tackles for loss, leading my team in tackles. and tackles for loss. Metellus with 2 picks as well, 4 tackles for loss. Bynum with a pick, Cashman with a pick, Van Ginkel with 2.5 sacks. He's not producing the way I was hoping he would. Um, Dylan Marshall, 2 interceptions. Kai Blackman with 1 interception. Jonathan Grenard sitting here with 3 sacks. I think that leads my team, which is pretty sad. Phillips with a sack. Amenahue with a sack and a half. So our defense, while playing decent and keeping teams out of the end zone, isn't getting sacks and interceptions like I feel that we should. Um, Defense definitely needs to step it up. Uh, had a field goal blocked by an attempt, apparently. Um, 47 is my long. It's probably the longest field goal I've attempted in Madden. Really struggled with the new meter, even though I've spent time in practice trying and trying and trying to get it. It just in game, it feels like it's a lot faster, whipping back and forth. It's hard to get it in the right spot for the target. Um, my rookie punter, he's had 18 punts, but he's only averaging a 41 yards per punt. It's not good. It's not flipping the field the way it needs to be flipped, so that you're, winning the field position battle. Not really getting anything out of my kick return or punt return yards. Um, Hardly anything at all there. Right at the middle of the packet, so it seems, for defense. So my defense is taking a step back. We've got 11 sacks on the season, one fumble recovery, and 9 interceptions, and it's not looking good. You look at some of these teams, 22, 12, 15, 10. Most of these teams that have multiple interceptions and double-digit interceptions are winning a lot of games. Um, we need more production out of our defensive backs. Uh, it's very disappointing the way my defensive backs have been playing, especially going out and paying and trading for uh, 2 guys that I thought were going to be good for me, and then bringing Dylan Marshall over as my import. I figured he was going to be a lockdown, and he hasn't done anything. Uh, Penalty yards. Pretty sure I'm toward the bottom in penalty yards. Yeah, had a lot of big penalties. Only 3 teams have had more penalties than penalty yards. Turnovers, I'm pretty sure I'm toward middle of the pack or bottom. I'm at a -4 right now in the turnover differential. I've thrown, it says 13 interceptions. I'm assuming that, oh yeah, there was an interception on a double pass by my tight end. That's what it was. 13, one fumble lost, but we've only got 10 takeaways. Got to limit those, turn that number, get that number a little smaller so we can start winning some games. That's a look back at the last couple weeks and a look at what we got going on for this next game. I feel that we need to get the running game going. Don't force anything deep. Um, just play within ourselves, and we might have a chance to win this game. That's it for now. You guys have a great day. Peace.